Okay, hi, my name is Darren and welcome back to my episode and channel. So yes, for today's episode, or I should say a live action, this is going to be a bit special where I'll be doing a tier list for the those mons that I have already been used or what I feel that it is most commonly used, and of course there are some mons that is not as good as what it is. Yep, I'm going to break them down in the tier list, mainly in doubles. This is purely in doubles competitive as if like you are playing in VGC. So yeah, this may not be a meta. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm at. I'm still trying to figure out the meta as I'm still new in Redux. I've been playing Redux for almost a month. So yeah, I'm still new into all this. So yeah, while waiting for more audience, yep, some can join in the chat, some can be join in the voice call too. So yeah, I'm just gonna lay out like what are the rules and regulation for this tier list. So yes, I have this chunk of Pokemon that we will be using. Spoiler alert, if you want to play Elite Redux, don't watch this video. But if you want to have a better idea on what are the different strategies that you can use, yes, you are welcome to join this live chat over here. So yes, right now, if you're watching in YouTube, yep, I'm having a live chat stream in a Discord channel, so I will put them down in the description below, on how you can access it. So yeah, feel free to come by if you want to play the game. This is the way you can access through this Discord channel. It's not my channel, it's an Elite Redux channel. So shout out to those who have created over here. I will also put them down in the description below. So yes, let's go through the tier list. So yeah, there's 2, 4, 6 tier list where SS tier list means that those are the ones where it can be a very niche strategy, or just that the strategy has to be so broken that very few or no counter can break through this strategy. So yeah, it could just be a fun gimmick, or it could just be a absurd, ridiculously amount of damage. That could also be a option. So yes, this tier list it can change the meta, or it can literally change the game if you are not prepared for it. So yes, and what I feel that if I were to select into different tiers, it has to be minimally use that combo or strategy at a minimum amount of turns. As far as I can go by, it will be at least one. The higher the tier means the lower number of turns that you can use that the number of turns needed to perform that strategy, less amount of turns. That's what I meant. So yeah. So meaning if you can just have a one turn in that turn and you don't need any combo, that can go higher than it will go up to the higher rank, definitely. So yeah, because you don't need a minimum amount of setup that you need to. So yeah, and those that requires a lot of setup, but it can still do a good amount of damage and sweep the whole team, it will still be at a lower tier. So don't get me wrong. So yeah, some combos it may be very good, but if it takes too much turn, it is not efficient in doubles because there is so many ways to break that team. Like follow me, fake out, priority, speed control. That is so much important over here. So yeah, as I mentioned, SS tier are those strategy that combo or strategy that has very few weaknesses. S tier are mons that will be most commonly used, whether is it a high damage output or has a very good support, or basically those are the mons whose category can be used in a lot or majority of the teams. It can be rain team, terrain teams, sun team, trick room team, etc. That will be belong to the S tier. A tier are those mons that is a bit niche, but it can also be used in different strategies, in different teams, but not as much as S tier. B tier, you are those mons that is very niche. It can be as high, it can be those mons, even though it has a high damager than A and S tier, even though it can be higher, but if it's very niche, I will still put him or her or it in a B tier. C is basically just are those mons that really can only be used in that team, like either in a rain team or a trick room team, or it needs to be partnered with that particular Pokemon. Then yeah, then I will put them into the C tier. D tier it means cannot make it at all. Are those mons that really cannot make it. So yeah, so those are the tier lists. Okay, so I will be waiting for more audience. So yeah, let's move on. Let's wait a little longer for it. Okay, yes. So we have 6 tiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers. I will just put this them down in the in the in the chat so that it's easier to take note of. So these are the rules, basically mainly for doubles competitive in version 2.5. Yeah. So in this tier, sometimes some Pokemon from B tier, the damage output could be as high as S tier, but I will still put in B tier because the niche is really niche. It can only be used on that particular team. There are some mons is like that. That's what I realized. So yeah. So yeah, I guess this is the first up. It will be Squark ability. And the main reason why you always keep looking at me why I always use Squark ability. Scorby is low-key S tier? Ah, nice. Yes. Yes, it is broken. That's what I think too. In fact, in my own opinion, at least from playing against it, okay, I see. Okay, so okay, in my own opinion, I'm not sure about you, but if you didn't know about a very good combo about Squawk ability is it has access to Power Spot and Helping Hand. So, in fact, I feel in my own opinion, all Power Spot Pokemon and uh those Pokemon that has Power Spot with Helping Hand is just broken. Basically, you're just making more other carry Pokemon to just have a very high damage output. So yeah. And there's a huge amount of these. So yes. I'm not sure if you can see, but yeah. It's a huge amount of these over here. With Power Spot and Helping Hand. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, carbink sounds bad, right? Yes, I know. Uh, can you I wonder if you can see my another window. Or you can only see the tier list, okay. I hope this works. Okay, so yeah, with Power Spot and Helping Hand, these are the list of mon that has access to it. So basically what I feel that all of these Pokemon is just easily an S tier right now. So from Nosepass, Dratini, Carbink, Glimmer, Stunjourner, Raging Bolt, Squawk, Gleam, Skarmory, Orbital. For some reason, Floret, Manaphy, Vitini, Mega Orbital, Dedenne, Minun, and Arashin. I feel they are just S tier, SS tier already. It's all because of that Power Spot. Power Spot just by the own just in the field, your own ally will get 1.3 times. Means it's a free life orb. And if you have and it has access to Helping Hand, which gives you a free choice band or choice packs. So this means your typhlosion is just gonna do all out damage. So yeah. It's just yeah, this typhlosion with all of this is just wrecking all havoc. So yeah, but of course, some of them is high SS tier, some is just low SS tier. So yeah. Yes, of course. So the highest power spot with Helping Hand, in my own opinion, is definitely Squawk ability. That's definitely clear cut because he has so many access with a lot of move like Tailwind, Follow Me, Instruct. Yes, for some reason, yes, beat up combo. Yes, beat up combo too. So yeah, that's why Squark ability is one of the better option, and it has also of Intimidate and Fang Guard. So yeah. So that's why Squark is still the best power spot with Helping Hand as compared to the rest. So yeah, but there's also some niche that all those of all these mon can do too. So yeah. And it's really bulky, yes. That's the reason why. And also like for those who just came in, Dratini can also be in SS tier. Is because just one Helping Hand with a typhlosion choice specs, you can just get rid of all the mons really. So that's why I will still put in SS tier. This strategy is too broken if you follow my rules for this tier list. And yeah, that's the reason why. So let's change it back. Okay. Okay, but for today, I'm just going to put. I'm just going to give in with for the Helping Hand and spot power spot. I only have Squawk ability and carbink. So yeah, and why carbink could also be just on par with Squawk is because it is the only mon that has Trick Room and power spot Helping Hand. It is the only mon that has Trick Room. So that's why I put in that category too. So otherwise, it is also pretty bulky. So yeah. Yeah, Trick Room is big, but I don't know if you know. In my own opinion, Trick Room is a huge disadvantage right now for this current meta. A huge disadvantage because Twisted Dimension is banned, Airblower is banned, and all North Wind is banned. So that means all damaging, all Pokemon that can do a huge amount of damage is a huge advantage right now. So yeah. So in my own opinion, Trick Room is a bit of a disadvantage. Yeah. And you can easily, yeah, those mons that I have in my tier list, it can easily just one-shot all the Trick Roomer. Easily. And especially with this power spot Helping Hand, you can easily one-shot. So yeah. So yeah, I guess that's that for Squawk and Carbink in the SS tier. So far, this is the only strategy that is too broken, in my own opinion. And for now, it is at the SS tier. I couldn't think of any other strategies. If you have any, do let me know in the comments below. Yeah. So yeah, ban power spot. Yes, I know. Ban power spot. I totally forgot about power spot until when I just finished my 4th video in my YouTube channel. Then I realized, oh my god, power spot. Okay. Okay, next up is Annihilape. What do you think? What do you think of this Annihilape? Okay, actually, let me try if I can share with instead of Chrome's window. Oh yeah, it's better. Okay, yeah. Okay, now it's better. Okay, good. So Annihilape, this is Annihilape. It doesn't seem that good, right? Okay, it's very niche, but it has double row. You ever check out my? It only be useful with angle point, right? Yeah, that's what I feel too. Rage point, Annihilape has been slightly nerfed, but it can still do a minimum amount of good combo if you know. If you haven't watched my other videos, this Annihilape can be actually be a bit broken, but it requires some setup. Otherwise, it can't be used at its own. So there's 2 strategies that I could think of using Annihilape. So if you didn't know, you can also use Gale Wing Take Flight with Fearow. So which point what it does is that when you get crits, it will raise 1 attack. So if you have a pack, a Glowing Pack or a Glowing Take Flight, yep, Annihilape is going to be pretty strong. So that could be one usage in the first turn. But providedly, if Annihilape can outspeed all of them. So yeah. So with Glowing Pack right now is the move has been revamped where instead of let me just show it to you. Yeah, you can hit 2 to 5 times. So with a loaded dice, Fearow has a access with Gale Wing, and on that very first turn, it will always be a crit because of ambush. So it will always crit, and hence if you hit 2 to 5 times, and Annihilape has a free +5 attack right now. So it's almost as if like an anchor point usage, but it requires very unique strategy over here. So yeah. And if you ever watched my other videos, I also tried another combo with Shallow Grave. If you die, you can revive again. So I have this Choice Scarf Final Gambit combo. It's just a meme, I guess. But yeah. So in my own opinion, I think Annihilape is just if you can pull it off, it can do it right. I think it's just an A tier. Yeah. In my own opinion. It's an A tier. Because yeah, if you cannot take down that Annihilape, it's actually also pretty bulky. I think it will be a low A tier. It will be a low one. It will be a low A tier. It won't be as high as A. Because it can be used in different teams. It can be used in Sand team, Trick Room team, Tailwind team. And because it can have a Choice Scarf Final Gambit, that could also be an option too. So in that sense, yeah, I may go into a A tier, but a low A tier. Not as high as what it is. I think it's all because of their Final Gambit. So yeah. So yeah, that's just my own opinion. Low A tier. B tier. Yeah, B tier is only at very few teams. A tier can be used in some teams. So yeah. Excuse me. Okay, so next up, it will be Typhlosion. Typhlosion is just easy. There's no combo, so yeah, this is just these two is just is just high S. Yep, it's the best of the best in my own opinion. As far as I've tried out on other Pokemon and other manga, it's the best of the best as of right now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's get back to history later. So, yeah, for those who doesn't know, Typhlosion has a new revamp move. Has a new revamp ability where it has a Flaming Soul, which means at full HP, it will be a priority attack when you're using a fire type, and hence this is basically a spam of Eruption. And Blaze will do more damage. Earthbound, the first ability, it doesn't really matter. All of them, it works pretty well with one another. So yeah, this is just a free choice spec Typhlosion. And it can works well with Under the Sun or with a Helping Hand Power Spot. Yes, let me show you the damage of a Typhlosion. And just let's say with a Lugia, max HP, and let's say special defense and calm nature. So yeah, so Lugia has multi-skill. Yeah, Eruption, let's say with Helping Hand and Power Spot. Yep, in a multi-skill, it does 19 to 23% with Helping Hand and Power Spot. Once it is just, let's say, a 99%, come on. How do I do this? Okay, let's say 97%. I'll be doing 36 to 46% damage already. Yeah. No, 39 to 46% damage on the Eruption. So that's how broken it is on a Typhlosion. So yeah, Basically, it's a 3-shot against Lugia. So that's how powerful it is, in my own opinion. So, yeah, Mega Typhlosion, I feel the damage output is higher than Typhlosion. But I think Typhlosion is better because the only downside of using Mega Typhlosion is just that you can't use any other Mega. That's the only downside. Otherwise, if you like Mega Typhlosion is a plus point for you. And yes, Typhlosion and Mega Typhlosion can be used in all teams. It can even be used in Trick Room team, or even in the Rain team if you want to, because you can just one shot a Mon and Among Us under the Rain, or you can one shot what's his name? Arcanines under the Rain. So yeah. Okay, next up is CC1 Typhlosion. Yeah. You say it's worse. It's definitely worse than normal Typhlosion because his smooth pull doesn't. Okay, it has early grave where it gives a priority for ghost type Pokemon. For ghost type move. And the only can you even learn Ominous Wind? No, you can't even learn Ominous Wind. So yeah, it's pretty bad. And Spectral Serenade is just a single target. Raging Soul is a single target. Destiny Bond, well, I guess that could be his only users. But at full HP you want to get KO'd? I don't think so. Infernal Parade is a single target. So yeah, it just lacked the double target strat for early grave. So in that sense, it got nerfed in my own opinion. So yeah, but it still can be pretty good. It can be you can use it as like a Tailwind Heat Wave or a Tailwind Shadow Ball. It's still not so bad. So yeah, that is my takeaway from it. So how much is the damage output? Okay, the special attack is pretty good. 120. You can use it as a choice specs. Yeah, B or super low A. Yeah, I do agree because it's pretty niche. It can if you are going to use it in a rain team or sun team. Okay, sun team can be useful, but you can't use it on other teams. Even with Trick Room, you can't use it on Trick Room team. It's pretty bad. You can't use it on rain team. You can't use it on sand team. Yeah, it's only sun team and what's his name? The fog. Yeah, the new weather fog. Too niche and there's already something that does its job but better. Yeah, that's what I feel too. So yeah, that is the main thing for Typhlosion. Okay, next up. Next up is Arcanine, but I only have 2 Arcanine for now. What do you think? Broken? Yeah. There's no strategy, so yep, easily S tier. Yes, I do agree. Both of them are slap on. Depends on what team you want to use. You want to have a rock E-speed or a fire type E-speed. Fire type step E-speed. So, but I think the rock one is a lot better because there's no immunity. Just because of that. So, yeah, choice band. Now there's both of them has a new ability called Mineralize where it converts normal type to become a rock type. That's for the Hisuian, and for normal Arcanine it has Immolate where it converts normal type attack to become fire type attack. So because of that, it's just a step E-speed for both of them here. So yeah. And yes, I do feel that they are slap on and it can work on all teams. You can use it as a choice band user or an assault vest user. Because once you kill, you can heal. So that's pretty good. Okay, next up. Cerluedge and Armourage. In my opinion, Cerluedge is a meh. Wait, is it? Oh, is Cerluedge over? Wait, are you sure? To me, it's just meh. Oh no. Okay, let's see. No, it's under DOU though. Under normal showdown. It's still under OU. Yeah. Oh, it has wait, it has sweeping edge? I don't recall that. No, yeah, it doesn't have sweeping edge anymore. Oops. Yo, you're looking at single. Ah, yeah, yeah. Doubles. No, but even then again, that is still under. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, it has. Ah, okay. If it's a sweeping edge, it is very good. But however, in version 2.5, it got nerfed a little because it doesn't have sweeping edge right now. It only has weak armor, Moxie, or Ethereal Rush with better armor, Hyper Cutter, and Dual View. So it's basically a single target attacker. So yeah, it's not a bad one. The attack stats is pretty high. Uh, it can be used in different teams, so it could be an A tier, in my own opinion. It's not as godly tier as S tier, but because of the fact that it can be used in different teams, A tier. It has weak armor, right? So that means it's better than Annihilape, in my own opinion, because you can have a weakness policy strat boost combo, but just a single target. So yeah. Yeah, it got nerfed in 2.5, so it's pretty bad. So okay, next up, Armourage. To be honest, I used to think that Armourage is a A tier, but after fighting with someone that it doesn't control very. Wait, are you sure? If that's the case, it changes everything. Oh, it doesn't have. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I guess my stand still stay the same. No, yeah, it's okay. It's not useless. It is still pretty good because of Mega Launcher and Artillery, meaning you can still do double target attack. The only problem is that your speed is slow, so it can be used in trick room teams or in what you call it, tailwind team. So it is still not as bad, but it is actually pretty good in my own opinion because of a double target attack with Mega Launcher and Artillery. So yes, you can have a Scarf user with it, or yeah, or if not otherwise, you can just set your weak armor, weakness policy, set combo Shadow Sneak or Aqua Jet into your own Armourage. That could also be a thing, and then just boost your speed and your special attack, and then you just uh armor cannon all the way. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, it's not fast enough until you pop your witness policy. Armourage has 75 speed. So let's say if it's a max speed and a timid nature, after +2 witness policy, you are 546. Yeah, not as great. Sorry. 546 times 2, 1000. Yeah, you still need under a tailwind. So not as great, but it can be alright as you can use it as an assault vest. So and it can be used in different teams. Where is my okay? So in my own opinion, uh, B tier. No. Okay, B tier. Okay, wait. What is my? Okay, I feel like I want to put as a low A tier though. Yeah, because it can be used in some teams. Yeah, it can be used in Trick Room. It can be used in a Sun team. It can be used in a Fog team. It can be used in a Sand team. Strangely enough, Sand team can be used, but you cannot use in a Rain team. So because of that, uh, yeah, low A tier, low A tier. As compared to Typhlosion, Typhlosion is really you can only use in two teams. Yeah. Okay, next up. Yeah, majority of the mons will be in either A or B team. Majority of it. So yeah. So very hardly there will be an C and a D tier. Very hardly. So yeah. Okay, Whim and Cottonee. What do you think? Really? Whim is good? Are you sure? That contradicts. Okay, yeah. Okay, I forgot to mention. Yes. Yeah. With Airblower, yes. I forgot to mention. With Airblower is good. Okay, but we are doing in a like let's say if you are playing in Showdown, there is no North Wind, means Airblower is banned, North Wind is banned, Twisted Dimension is banned. So yeah, with Airblower, it can be good. Wait, but then yeah, uh, yeah, the Airblower is banned. Actually, to be honest, even with Airblower, in my own opinion, Whim is not really that good. To be honest, because of that cotton down ability. It's all because of the cotton down ability. So in because of cotton down, even with air blower, it just make your team go haywire. Is so that's the reason why I don't like to use Wimmy Scott unless you have a controversy ability. Yes, that's why cotton down should be buffed. Okay, if this cotton down only attacks the enemy, then yes, Wimmy Scott is better. It's all because of this cotton down. That's why I feel Wimmy Scott is pretty low in a tier. So yeah, it's really contradict with Airblower. Yeah. Even if they allow Airblower. But then again, is Airblower is banned. So yeah. So in my own opinion, I think Women's God is really pretty low. It can only be used in very niche in very niche strategy right now as a support. So okay, yeah, it can be used in like semi slow but not that fast team, semi slow, semi fast team. So yeah, like the Armourage. Yeah, like the Armourage. You can have access with Tailwind. Wait, yeah, you can access with Tailwind or you can set up Trick Room. Wait, can you Trick Room? No, you can't Trick Room. Okay, then never mind. Okay, then never mind. Forget it. Yeah, forget it. Okay, so it can only be used with Tailwind. So that means we got it's just a helping hand user or a screen user or a terrain user. Yeah. Sorry, Wim. So yeah, in my own opinion, yeah, easily. Okay. Uh, I feel like I want to give a low B or a high C tier though, because it's really niche. What's my tier list? Okay. Yeah, B tier. I give you a benefit of the doubt because at least it can be used in some teams, not in just one team. So yeah. Yeah. If only it's all because of the cotton down. Okay, so I also need to be neutral in putting in different tiers because I also need to follow the rules. So yeah. What if someone just want to use the cute and pretty Pokemon? Okay. But all is not grim. The better prankster user that is not a Whimsy God is Cottonee. So basically Cottonee is just acting as a Whimsy God. So instead of not using Whimsy God, you can use Cottonee. So yeah. So I feel that Cottonee is in the A tier or S tier. I'm not sure. I think S tier maybe. Yeah, because it can be used in other teams. It doesn't have Cotton Down. Yeah, Cottonee is the same except yeah, it doesn't have Cotton Down. So because of that, it's just a better form of Cottonee. A better form of Whimsy Scott. Yeah. That is just it has Cotton Down? Wait, I thought version. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Am I the right version? Oh, he has Cotton Down again? Oh my god, he has Cotton Down. Okay, I'm so sorry, Cottony. Ah. Wait. What? Oh, I was playing at version 2.1 back then when I made my first video. Okay, I'm so sorry, Cottony. I am sorry. Yep. Oh wow, they revamp it. Yeah, it has chlorophyll. It's supposed to have chlorophyll. Wait, I thought I saw. Wait. I have to double check again. Because I remember making a video out of it, but I don't recall it as a Cottony though. Okay, give me some time. Let me open my game and double check again. Where are you, Cottony? Because I clearly recall that it doesn't have it. Oh, it has Cotton Down. Oh, it really does have. Yikes. Okay. GG. Sorry, Cottony. It's over. Cottony is over. Ah. Okay, but at least there's some users. At least there's some users. It belongs to the same tier as Whim, basically. Okay. Uh, at least yes, it can use as some role and it can hold evil light. So yeah. Okay, in my next up is Bayleaf and Meganium. So why do I have Bayleaf and Meganium is because of grassy terrain shutdown. So Meganium has some choice with a Tri-Age and a grassy search ability, and with Overgrow and Big Leaves, and Pastel Veil. So apparently, this mon has access to. Wait, does it have Rage Power? Yes, it has access to Rage Power. So it's basically like a Sinischta in VGC. Bayleaf is boo away. Actually, Bayleaf is crazy. Yes, Bayleaf is crazy. But let's take a look at Meganium first. It has Tri-Age, so it's like a half Comfy, half Sinischta in VGC. So yeah, and at the same time, you can have a choice with Grassy Search. So it's like a mini Rilaboom. So yeah, Meganium is goated. Yes, Meganium is goated in my own opinion in doubles too. So yes, I am Mega Fido. I'm making a tier list for doubles for version 2.5. So yeah. This is just basically all our opinion, and we will come up with this tier list. And welcome to the stream. But I'm also recording on my own end, so yeah. So yeah, because of Meganium, I think it's pretty good. It's like a buffed Sinischta and Rilaboom, so I think I might put it in the S tier. So yeah. You was watching my Annihilape doubles video. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that combo is it really better? It depends. It's of equivalence, in my own opinion. It's of equivalence. Because Rilaboom has access to Fake Out, but Meganium has access to Rage Powder, and at the same time, it has Tri-Age, means it's a free Flora Heal. It has Flora Heal, right? Yes, it has Flora Heal. So that means you can have a Giga Drain or a Draining Kiss combo with a multi-skill, let's say wait, is Logia Dragon type? No, what is a water type? So yeah, Witness Policy, Giga Drain into Logia, and then Logia can just wreak havoc with it. So yeah, and at the same time you can just keep on using Flora Heal. Or if not, you can have a Meganium with Witness Policy and Galarian Moltres, and then you just Flora Heal. Oh wait, you can't do on. You can't try each onto your own. Oh wait, no wait, you can. Wait, you can. I'm confused with Prankster. So yeah, you can. You can Flora Heal into your own. Wait, is Lugia OU? Yes. In fact, there's not a lot of Ubers in OU for doubles. Oh, Lugia is Uber. Oops. My bad. But yeah. But it can also be used with Galarian Moltres, but that is like the main VGC strat. So yeah. That will be doubles, so it's fun seeing new strategies. Yeah, that's what I love about doubles. So yeah, that's why Meganium is at the top tier of S. And Bayleaf is another mon. It's actually similar to Meganium. Because the main purpose of Bayleaf is just to set up a grassy search, and he has Rage Powder. So yeah, in fact, in terms of defense and especially defense, Bayleaf, if you hold with Everlight, is actually a bit more bulky than Meganium. So yeah, Bayleaf is one of the mons of all time. So yeah, surprisingly, Bayleaf is actually more bulkier than it. I wouldn't say very, very bulky. Let's say if using the same stats, Bow Nature, yeah, Bayleaf has 324 HP, Meganium is 364. It's just a 40 base power difference. Or yeah, this is just Meganium. This is not it's not Mega Meganium. It's just normal Meganium. Defense is 284. And then you need, if you use a calc 284 times 1.4, times 1.5, it's 426. Yeah, you have 426 defense on Bayleaf with Eviolite. Instead of Meganium is 328. And for special defense, 196 times 1.5 is 294. Yep. Bayleaf is just a more bulky variant than Meganium. The only downside is that you need to have Eviolite, and Meganium can have a Rocky Helmet or something. So that's the only thing. But otherwise, Bayleaf is more bulky than Meganium. So yeah. So in my own opinion, also S tier. Surprisingly. In fact, I think I might want to put I might think Bayleaf is better than Meganium. So yeah. And yes, also yes, Grasspelt too. Yeah. Oh yes, that's right. 600 physical defense. So Bayleaf is just so bulky and he has Rage Powder. Yeah. So yeah, that is my own opinion. So next up is Alakazam. Next up is Alakazam. So Alakazam is just an all-out attacker. Very similar to typhlosion, just that it has a very niche role. Its main purpose is just to E-Force all the way. And because of that mystic power, all move can just do a huge amount of damage. So it can be a Dazzling Gleam set. So yeah. You hate Alakazam, right? When you say boo. That's my guess. But unfortunately, Alakazam is pretty high in the tier because of E4 spam. Yeah. So Alakazam is itself can be pretty good, and it can be used in different teams. So unfortunately, I will put him in the A tier. Sorry, S tier. Because it can be used in all teams, and unfortunately Trick Room is at a disadvantage. So it can almost one-shot a mon. So a Trick Roomer. So yeah. And to make matters worse, Mega Alakazam I think Bayleaf and Alakazam is about the same tier. Is the damage output for Alakazam and Mega Alakazam is just so much. So yeah. So once it Mega Evolve, it will just become a you can set up terrain. So yeah. Yeah, but better. Yeah, that's right. Mega Alakazam is a better one, definitely, than Alakazam. Because it can have a Psychic Terrain, means you shut down priority attacks. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I feel that he's in the S tier. And it can be used in different teams. Even though, yes, Psychic Terrain, but it can be used in Under the Rain or under the Sun, Fog team. Yeah, it can be used. So yeah. So yeah, next up is Abomasnow. Okay. Abomasnow opinion, A tier. But Mega Abomasnow is S tier. So yeah. Normal Abomasnow, because wait, is it Abomasnow has North? No, okay, wait. If Northwind is banned, yeah, Abomasnow will be A tier just to set up the snow. Then for some reason in Showdown you can Mega into a Northwind, and for some reason it has access to Northwind. Once it Mega. So yep, SS tier. So it's all just because of this rule for Hero. So that's why, in my own opinion, in doubles, Sun team and Hail team is the best weather mon right now. So yeah, if there's no north wind, then Sun team is the optimal weather. So yeah. Yeah. I also like Sprite. So yeah. Thank God it create. Thank God the creator create this spread for it. So yeah, that is my opinion for weather war. Sun and Hill is right now is the best of the best weather. Sun is the more optimal one because it can just one shot a Abomasnow. So yeah. And yes. Next up is Drfiblim and Hawlucha. Easily S tier. Actually, no, not really S tier though. Okay, for wait, do I call it S tier? Let me think. You've never seen anybody around Drfiblim? Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's put it back. So okay, the reason why I have both Hawlucha and Drfiblim is because it has access to Unburden. So back in VGC, Sneeze basically these two role has a Sneasler. Sneasler with Unburden under the terrain is basically like okay, let's take a look for Hawlucha for the time being with Unburden. Once it consumes its item, it will double its speed. So basically, Hawlucha or Drfiblim can act as both as a support or as an attacker. So with Unburden, Hawlucha and Drfiblim, it has access to acrobatics. So acrobatics, yeah, even you can just pop a Witness Policy, Ice Sharp Witness Policy and Unburden strat, it can also work. But the more common strat is like you can hold a Grassy Seed, Saki Seed, Misty Seed. So that's the reason why Hawlucha and Drfiblim is a very good semi-support and semi-carry. It can be used as acrobatic. It can just get rid of Rilaboom easily. It has access to close combat. Get rid of King Gambit very easily. And those are the top tier in VGC. So I'm not sure about the current meta in King Gambit and other grass and dark steel Pokemon. But yes, it's a pretty good mon. So yeah, and at the same time, for some reason, I'm pretty sure Hawlucha doesn't have Tailwind in the VGC, but for in Indeedee Redux, it has Tailwind. So basically, once you have set up your terrain, let's say Alakazam and your Hawlucha, you Mega your Hawlucha, sorry, Mega your Hawlucha, you Mega your Alakazam, and then your Hawlucha under a circuit, make your Hawlucha holding a circuit seed, it only has a double its speed. And then you can just Tailwind up and let your Alakazam to outspeed every one of them on the very first turn. So that's the reason why this is just an example that Hawlucha and Drfiblim could be an option for it. So yeah. So yeah. So the main purpose of Hawlucha is it can also access to coach. So coaching is yeah, I'm pretty sure you know. You can boost your defense and your attack. Boost your defense and attack onto your allies. So yeah. So that's why it could also be a pretty good combo with Tapu Bulu. Once you have on the first turn you can protect Tailwind, and then second, or if you know that your Tapu Bulu is going to outspeed all of the rest of your opponent, you can just straight up coach into your own onto your own what's his name? Tapu Bulu. So yeah, and at the same time, if you feel that on that very first turn, like let's say Tapu Bulu, you can't do well against an Ice type Pokemon, you can swap into your Arcanine and you can coach into Arcanine, and your Arcanine choice band E-Speed just Red Havoc. So that could be an option for it too. So yeah, it's a fun strat. It's actually a pretty fun strat. It's actually very, very common in the VGC format. So yeah, Hawlucha is one of them. Sneasler is also another one. In fact, Sneasler is the most common one, Sneasler. But unfortunately, Sneasler, it doesn't have Tailwind. It only has access to coaching. But yeah, just take note if you are using an unburdened Sneasler, Sneasler will outspeed Hawlucha, just in case if other opponents is going to use it. So yeah, it's a pretty fun strat. So yeah, Sneasler, Dire Claw, you just gonna have with it. So if you let Drfiblim, yes, unburden, and you can have a choice with unburden or low visibility. Even with unburden under a circuit terrain, you can just set up a Eevee fog and just let your other Pokemon that can do well in the fog to do more damage. And he has Tailwind. And at the same time, it has Ominous Wind too. So that's why Drfiblim and any other fog user or low visibility user, under the fog, it will auto ignite burn. That's where Fearow comes in, and Drfiblim can be a special attacker right now. And with Ominous Wind under the fog, yep, it does double the damage. So that could also be an option if you want to use a Drfiblim as a special attacker. So yeah. And at the same time, yes, it can be used as a support to quash Hypnosis, Strength Set, Tailwind, Wheel Whips, Toxic. Yeah, that is the more commonly used in VGC. So that's the reason why I putting Drfiblim and Hawlucha at a high rank. So yeah, I think because of this, it can be used in all teams. Even with or without the fog, with or without the weather, it can be used in terrain team. So that's the reason why I put it. The only downside is Trick Room. So yeah. But I believe he has access to Taunt. Does he have Taunt? I know Hawlucha have access to Taunt, so yeah. So yeah, that's the reason why I feel these two is pretty good. Okay, next up is Fearow. Fearow is very similar to Arcanine. And I will put it in the S tier too because it can be used in all teams too. Really? It did nothing? Oh. No, no, no. You are wrong. Let me show you. Let me show you the power of Fearow. It can be used as a semi-support or it can be used as a carry. So the main idea is very similar to typhlosion actually, or I should say Hisuian, typhlosion, because it's only a single target. But unlike Hisuian typhlosion, it can KO mons. Its attack is pretty good, and it has access to Gale Wing, and Ambush. So what Gale Wing does is, yeah, it is if you're using a flying type, it's a priority attack. Ambush is it will always crit. So this can be a choice band dual wing beat. And at the same time, it has where is it? Take flight. So that means you can scout the opponent just to take flight. You take flight into your own opponent just to see what the opponent is going to do. But because you're a priority attacker, you can swap back into your own mon as a safety backup. So yeah. So this Fearow, it can be used as a choice band user with max HP and attack, or if not, attack and speed. Max attack or max speed. And I will usually use Adamant Nature for it. And you can intimidate. So yeah. So that's my reasoning why it's pretty good. And if you haven't watched my video, it's a very good combo with Mon that has Anger Point or Tipping Point. So yeah, my upcoming video has it. So yes, just wait for 2 more days on Friday, and you'll see. Yeah, and you'll see it. But I believe during my Annihilape video, I have also featured Fearow for it. So yeah, it's actually a pretty neat combo, and you just gotta pray that your team is can just, I mean, your carry can tank a hit from your opponents and your own Fearow. And yes, a good strategy is like Annihilape, uh Okay, which one has angle point? I also can't recall. Because you can, it's like a double target quick attack. Because of dual wing beat means you can break sash, unlike Arcanine. But of course, Arcanine is definitely way better than Fearow because E speed is a +2 priority. But Gale Wing with ambush will always crit on that very first turn, and with choice band, dual wing beat, it can just wreak havoc. I've used it, so yeah, I've used it before, and it actually pushed me through the game in game. I'm not so sure about competitive, but yeah, and it's actually a pretty good combo with Take Flight. So the only thing is that it has two users. It can be used as a semi-support to just break your angle point and tipping point. So like let's say for example, what Undermore has angle point. Okay, Machamp. Yes, Machamp is a very good one, very good option. So that means, okay, this is Mega Machamp. I can take flight into my own Mega Machamp. Fortunately, Mega Machamp has a pretty tanky special defense. So once it pop my Machamp, angle point is become my Machamp has a maximum attack. Has a maximum attack, and then I can take flight into my own Indeedee, which will heal back into my own my it will heal back my Mega Machamp back to full health or as close as to it, and Mega Machamp can just wreak havoc. So that is a very interesting and very creative way of using take flight ambush combo. So yeah. So that's why. I think okay, in my own opinion, I feel it's not on par with Arcanine definitely, but I think it could be use of equivalence. So yeah, the only downside is that once you get hit, yeah, your damage output will be lesser, but it can still do a great amount of damage with choice band and big packs. And yeah, don't forget about big packs. Big packs also boost your contact move by 1.3 times. So yeah, your dual win beat is just gonna wreak havoc. So yeah. Niche. I don't think it's niche, to be honest. Niche is okay, niche in a sense that it can only be used in a particular team. Like Trick Room team, Tailwind team, and Assault Vest team. So yeah. Niche in a way that there are better options, in a way, I guess. Okay, maybe A tier. Maybe A tier. On par with Armourage, I guess. I don't think it's niche though. In my own opinion, I don't think it's niche. Because it can act as a semi-support or it can do as great amount of damage as possible. So yeah. So let's say Fearow. Let's look at Lugia. I will use choice band. Oops, no. Do a wing beat. I wonder if okay, 2 hits it will be that amount of damage. So yeah, without multi-skill, I'm already doing 64 to 79% damage. That's a neutral damage. If it's 100%, I'm already doing 32 to 38% damage. So yeah, so that's the raw power of it. Yeah, if you just take a look at Lugia, and Lugia's really pretty bulky. So yeah, A tier. Okay, next up is Gardevoir. Where's my Gallade? Okay, I don't have Gallade for some reason. Okay, Gardevoir. Gardevoir is going to be OP. Just normal Gardevoir, not Mega. It has Queen Majesty and it has Psychic Surge. It doesn't have Sage Power. But because of the meta, okay, of what I think that the most commonly used that there will be, Priority, E-Speed, Tri-Age, I think there's a lot of mods that it's going to do. So I think Gardevoir is going to be A tier. It's not going to be S tier, but it's a pretty good role to shut down terrains and priority attacker. So yeah, in my own opinion, it could be better than Fearow. So because it totally shut down Fearow. So yeah. And I can foresee that Gardevoir is going to be commonly used because of Queen Majesty or Psychic Surge. The main role is just to shut down terrain. It doesn't matter whether it's a high speed, it has access to Trick Room, right? Who has Trick Room? Yes, it has access to Trick Room. Okay, good. So it doesn't matter it's high speed or not. So that means it can be used as a semi-support or not. If the opponent has managed to set up Tailwind, Gardevoir is a pretty good Trick Roomer over here. So in my own opinion, Gardevoir is a pretty good one. It has So Hard. It can be used as a special attacker with E-Force combo, so it could do some work. Or you can with a Psychic Surge, bring it in and hold a life orb with a Magic Guard. Gardevoir can just be an E-Force spammer too. So it's still not too bad over here. So yeah, it can be as a support or as an attacker. So yeah, that is my opinion for Gardevoir. I don't know where's my Gurlid, so I can't do with it. Okay, next up is Haxourus. Easily. Mega Haxourus easily. No question asked. On par with Arcanine. On par with Arcanine for Mega. I'm not sure about normal Haxourus. Discipline, Sheer Force, Intimidate, Predator. Yeah, it can be act as a semi-support. It feels like a Lando. It feels like a Landorus. If you want to play as semi-support, it can be a max HP with max special defense and hold Assault Vest. That could, or max HP and attack with Assault Vest. That could also be a usage for Haxourus. But yeah, if it's kind of cheap, yeah, it's because of this Mega Haxourus, yeah. With Keen Edge, Sweeping Edge, just Excalibur all the way, it can never miss, it just wreak havoc. So opinion-wise, yeah, it's of equivalence with Typhlosion, just that it's not a priority attacker. That's the only downside of it. So yeah. But normal Haxourus, I think it can be of some use, but I think it's A tier as on par with Gardevoir. So yeah. And it can be used in different teams, so it's still not so bad. So yeah, that's my opinion. Next up, Iluumise. Where is my Volbeat? I don't know where is my Volbeat. Hey, Soja. Hi, how are you? So right now I'm doing a double tier list for version 2.5. Yeah. Iluumise, hahaha. It's not just pretty good, it's easily in an S tier on par with. In fact, it's better than Bayleaf. Yeah, I just realized that Iluumise doesn't have access to Sunny Day and Rain Dance. But for those who are new, Iluumise has Prankster and Vanguard. Yeah, you don't know about Vanguard. A lot of people doesn't know about Vanguard. So Prankster is a free Prankster Tailwind. It has access to Follow Me. So, yep. You can Quash, you can End Call into it, you can Pollen Puff. A huge support over here. And if you want, you can set up a Trick Room. It has Trick Room too. You can set up screens. So this is a S tier Iluumise, in my own opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. You can have Covert Cloak so that it can prevent FA card from setting up activity. Next up, Indeedee male and female. Pretty niche. Okay, it's not really that niche actually, but Mighty Horn becomes special defense and do 30% more damage. Okay, I do know about it. All I know is that I usually use Indeedee male back in the VGC is just used as a E-Forcer. So it's just basically the rule is just mainly to expanding force. Unfortunately, it's just a setup terrain. That's the main purpose in VGC. So it seems like the role is basically the same thing. So yeah. Horn move becomes special. No, it's not as good. I think you can use it as a choice scarf or focus sash Indeedee male for this case. Yeah, just spam E-Force all the way. Is it just a weaker Alakazam? In fact, it's actually better than Alakazam. Okay. In terms of the role is better than Alakazam, but Alakazam has it can be used in a lot type of teams, and so as Indeedee, to be honest. Just that Indeedee, it can only use E-Force. Yeah, it can't learn Trick Room for male Indeedee. So because of this male Indeedee is very niche. Unfortunately, oh gosh, it's so laggy. Okay, unfortunately, it's down to be on the B tier. Yeah. Actually, I realized where's my Alakazam S tier. Okay. Yeah, but Alakazam can be used in so many teams. Indeedee male, it can also be used in a lot of teams, but it can only use E-Force. Female Indeedee on the other hand, is better because yes, it can set up terrain, but has Fangard and has a choice of Psychic Surge and Hospitality. In fact, I just realized this is the only Pokemon that has Hospitality and Fangard and Follow Me. I totally forgot about that. So this becomes an S tier now. On par with Hawlucha. I totally forgot. This is the only Pokemon that has Hospitality with Fangard and a Follow Me user. And yes, the role is exactly the same as in Trick Room. In fact, it could be better. No, sorry, the rule is exactly the same as in VGC. In fact, it's actually a better form because it can Follow Me, Helping Hand, Trick Room. And for some reason, he has All-Round Guru, Instruct. For some reason, I have no idea why. So the only downside is that it doesn't have Life Deal, but instead it has Heal Bell. It can only heal the opponent's status, and heal your own HP and not your allies. So female Indeedee, I think is still a Psychic. Is still a better option because you can have options for Psychic Surge to cast Psychic Terrain to shut down priority or Hospitality, but most of the time it's just Hospitality. So yeah, this is just a better All-Round Guru. Yeah, this is just a better All-Round Guru, but I haven't seen All-Round Guru in this yet, so I'm not so sure. Vanguard Gifted Mind, self-sufficient, but it has Prankster though, with Healer. So All-Round Guru, if I'm not wrong, it has Rage Powder. Does it have Rage Powder? No, it doesn't have. Oh, it has Follow Me. Okay, it has Follow Me with Vanguard, so it's still not so bad. Yeah. Live Dew. Does it have Live Dew or Jungle Heal? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it could. Yeah, I think it's better than Oranguru because of that. It doesn't have. It doesn't heal your own allies. So yeah, female Indeedee is a better Oranguru. Jynx. Next up is Jynx. This is Jynx. Spoiler alert: it can evolve into another one. So yeah, because of this, it can act as a support. But the main idea is it can act as a carry slash like it's something like Gardevoir role. But because of the amplifier refrigerate, you can use it as an evil light or you can have a life orb damage or a choice scarf usage, mainly to shut down priority attacks. And or if not, you have a safe swap in and just sweep with hyper voice, refrigerate hyper voice. So yeah. So in my own opinion, Jynx is pretty good, and it can be a scarf. You can use it as a scarf user for Jynx. So in fact, it's a better form of Gardevoir because of that Psychic if you're using a Psychic terrain. But I will put it in the A tier though. Better than I can foresee that will be Jynx and Gardevoir. The A tier will be used a lot. Yeah, I think mons they may use a lot. So yeah. Murkrow. Murkrow is very similar to Iluumise. The only problem is that it doesn't have Follow Me. So yeah. You can Tailwind up, set up, quash. It can beat up. For this case, beat down. It's another form of beat up. It can beat down. What can he do? Yeah, it's just a meh, in my own opinion. What do you think about it? It's just a Prankster Tailwind, yeah. Prankster Tailwind, beat up, quash combo. For some reason, it can't learn Rain Dance and Tailwind, no, Rain Dance and Sunny Day, so it got nerfed in that sense. But it has access to Bloodshot I forget what does Bloodshot do. I think it's to bleed the opponent. Yeah, it's to bleed the opponent. Hence, you can't heal that well with bleed once the opponent is bleed. So A tier on par with Fearow. So yeah. Yeah, because of that weather, you can't set up weather. So that's the only downside of it. It can only use Tailwind or Helping Hand. But it can still be used because just after a Tailwind, you can just Helping Hand all the way. So you can, in a way, it can still be used in different type of teams. So yeah. It's still not so niche. So it's still not so bad. Okay. Next up is Ninetales. Wouldn't you just rather use Tornadus though? Yes. Okay. You know what? Since you are mentioning about Tornadus, let's do Tornadus. Yes, Tornadus is a better form. A tier. In my own opinion, Tornadus is a better form. Because it can weather control. Yes, Prankster. You can set up weather. Snow, rain, sun, up to you. Except fog, for some reason. So it's a better form of a Prankster user. And at the same time, it can be used as a damager too. So it's not just that. So Tornadus is going to be very commonly used. Okay, I think since I put Tornadus into A tier, maybe I might put in. No, I think Murkrow can still be in A tier. Then if that's the case, I think I'll put in A tier. So yeah. Yeah, Tornadus S tier. Since I put Whim Cottonee on the B tier, Murkrow is definitely way better than Whim Cottonee. So yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of S tiers. There's a lot. So S tiers are those mons that you will commonly see that most people is going to use as an A tier. So yeah, just that A tier is a bit more niche, a bit more. Okay, no, not so much more niche. It's also more viable, but the damage output is not there, and the supporting move is not there yet. Not yet, but can be better. Okay, next up, Ninetales. Easily, no question asked. S tier for both. Easily. Reason is weather control, sun team, hail team. At the same time, yes, like typhlosion. At full HP, both Ninetales, if you're using a fire type, it's a free priority attack. If you're using ice type, Alolan Ninetales can have a priority attack too. So unfortunately, Blizzard. Okay, so for Alolan Ninetales, there's a choice that you can have a Frozen Soul or Snow Warning. Northwind, unfortunately, is banned. Frozen Soul is at full HP, you can have a priority ice type attack. So it's like a free Blizzard, just that Blizzard it's not 100% accuracy. So if your ally has a Snow Warning, that could be an option. Just that you are more prone to fire type attacks because both of your allies will be double ice, and most Snow Warning is all ice type Pokemon. So Frozen Soul could be an option. But otherwise, I just realized that Powder Snow, where are you? Powder Snow. Powder Snow is a double target attack with a good 80 base power. So, yeah. So, instead of using Blizzard, you can use Powder Snow. 80 base power is still not so bad as it is. At the same time, yes, also for Aura Field. For normal Ninetales, yeah, Drought, Flaming Soul, and both of them has Cream Majesty, so you can shut down priority attacks. It's a free swap in, so it's not easily an S tier. It just sets weather, right? It's not just that. It can set up weather, it can prevent priority attacks, and yet you can priority attack into your own enemy. And for Alolan Ninetales is for Alolan Ninetales, if you have a Snow Warning, you can set up Aura Veil. For normal Ninetales, you can just hit wave and almost 100% you can burn your opponent. So because of the 5 times burst of Pyromancy, it can inflict 5 times as often as it is, meaning that if let's say Ember has 20% chance to burn, your Ember will be a guaranteed burn. So that's what Pyromancy is. So Heatwave has how many chance to burn? Heatwave have 10% chance to burn, meaning you have 50% chance to burn. So yeah. So that's the reason why you always keep that's the reason why you always keep getting burned for Pyromancy. Okay, next up, Rilaboom. Yep. Same S tier. Actually, Ninetales I will put higher. Ninetales will be higher. Tornadus will be higher, definitely. Rilaboom will be on par with Tornadus. Typical. Rilaboom just do his usual Rilaboom things, set up terrain, and not just that, he has access to Intimidate. So yeah. Intimidate is just pretty good. You can have options for Grass Pelt, but I think Intimidate is a lot better, and he has access to Soundproof. So Hyper Voice is, yep, you don't care about Hyper Voice. Typical thing, yes, Fake Out. Unfortunately, it doesn't have knockoff, but I think it's still alright. You can Jungle Heal. If you're not holding Assault Vest but Grassy Seed, you can Jungle Heal all the way. Or otherwise, you can Fake Out, Grassy Glide, Wood Hammer. I don't particularly like Wood Hammer, but for some reason in VGC, they like to just one hit KO mons using Wood Hammer under a grassy terrain. I can see why, but it's not my type of game. So yeah. Intimidate is kind of just slightly worse Grass Pelt. No! No. Intimidate is okay. I don't know. In my own opinion, Intimidate is definitely better than okay. I wouldn't say definitely. It's better than Grassy Pelt because once you intimidate the opponent, you can swap out and allow your allies to tank some damage. Unlike Grassy Pelt, it only improve your own defense. So yeah, I'm just thinking like in a team type of base manner. So yeah, I won't say it's definitely better, but I feel it's better. Yeah, it's not definitely, but I think it's better. But for yeah, to damage wise, yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. At least you're on the same page. Nice. That's good. Okay. Not last but not least, Sinischta. Let me show you Sinischta. What do you think? Yeah, Sinischta is cool. But I have a huge bad news for you. Uh okay. It has been buffed for its special attack. So I can foresee that this Sinischta is a special attacker. But unfortunately, it doesn't have Trick Room. It doesn't have Rage Powder anymore. So as a support, back in VGC is a back in VGC, Sinischta is pretty good for Rage Powder and a Trick Rumor. But unfortunately, in Elite Redux, it doesn't have it. So yeah. And hi, Viz, welcome. I'm talking about tier list in doubles for this Elite Redux. So yeah, this is just basically on my own
Saw
opinion.
that. Got me interested.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That's good. That's great. So okay, what do you think about Sinischta? This from in this tier list.
Haven't really used it actually. I don't really know a lot about Sinischta because I kind of just glossed over it in most of my runs.
I see.
Especially because for doubles specifically, I don't play a lot of doubles.
Oh, I see. No wonder. Okay.
I'm mainly a singles guy.
Ah, okay.
Like, based on my current knowledge, like, the thing about Sinischta is I kind of like it, but it has a bit of it's weird because
Yeah,
you
that's
have that
right.
speed, like that 70 speed is really weird.
Yes, that's true. Maybe that's the reason why Dev has okay back in VGC the speed is definitely not base speed 70. It's actually way lower than that. The special attack is also pretty low. So I think they are trying to make this Sinister a bit more of a attacking variant rather than a support. So yeah. So in the Scarlet and
But
Violet,
it still keeps it
yeah.
still keeps some of its defensive traits, like the bulk, like the HP really lets it down, especially on the special side.
Mm. Yes,
Because like
yes, that's true.
physically it's kind of okay.
Yeah, physically it's kind of okay
You have
for
you
defensive
have
and
heat
special.
proof,
Yeah.
you have
So,
heat proof, and you have hospitality, which are good.
mm, yeah, that's right.
Soul Eater, yeah, like that. If you want to make it offensive, then Soul Eater, I guess, having it as an innate is like fine. But in a doubles environment, I don't know how much you're gonna do because like that speed is not that good for an offensive mon,
Yeah,
and
that's
the
true.
bulk
Yeah, that's why it's
isn't
in a weird spot.
enough.
Yeah. But okay,
You
yes,
have
spoiler
Shell
alert.
Smash though, so like
Okay, spoiler alert for you and Jirachi. So for base speed 70, just one tailwind, yes, you can outspeed all of them on. Providing if you are holding a teammate nature and max speed, once you tailwind, you can outspeed Regieleki. So yeah, that's a good thing. But other than that, oh well.
I think if you manage to get it set up, like
Yeah, but
with
providing if you
either
manage to
a
set up,
spell smash or
that's right. And whether you can take
then you
them,
can like spam Masha Gacha because Masha Gacha I believe hits both
yes,
opponents.
he's both.
Yeah, so then you start healing quite a lot. And the bulk isn't that great, but it's good enough to maybe survive hit. The problem is it's gonna be difficult surviving 2 hits.
Yes, it's gonna be surviving 2 hits. Yeah, yeah. So that's why, in my own opinion, I might put him in a B tier or something. So yeah. Okay, so how does
Maybe
this?
low B, but
Yeah,
yeah.
low B. Okay, so how does this tier work list is that, yeah, this SS tier means is a broken strategy. S tier is those mons that will be mostly commonly can be commonly used in all teams or majority of the teams. Then A tier is the damage output is still there, but it can be used in a few teams. B tier is just very niche, and C is like maybe only be used on one team, and D tier is CMI. So yeah, that's how the tier list goes. Yeah.
Like B tier is probably best for like the ones that can work but really need a lot of support
Yeah,
to
correct.
work.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, so yeah. Smeargle.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. No question asked. No question.
I hate this guy.
Yes, I also hate this guy, but according to his rule, it's there. I think might be better than tornadus. I don't want you to be better than Rilaboom,
I
so.
think there's no explanation. I think no words are needed about Sinischta.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
But
Okay, so next up is Beedrill. Okay, I'm not so sure about about this Beedrill, the ice Beedrill. So I don't really have that much opinion, but all I know is that it has very high speed for Beedrill
yeah,
Redux.
I think the design philosophy of Beedrill of the Beedrills is I think they're really meant for just singles
Yeah, that's right.
because like it's a fine Pokemon like in singles it's pretty good. Well, pretty good is probably an understatement. Uh, but I think in doubles where you also kind of need some utility and survivability possibly.
Yeah, that's right.
I honestly don't think a single Beedrill will do enough, even if Hail is like it's good as it is in this game.
Mm,
To get the most out of it, you're probably gonna go Mega.
yes, you probably want to go Mega. Yeah, Mega is a lot better.
But
It's more rolls for it actually. That's true. But I think it's still the damage output is there, but it can't. Yeah, as a defensive role, it's really bad. Yeah,
you have no utility outside it.
yeah. You need the
Like
main role is just the
that's
one
the
hit KO.
problem. You have no utility.
Yeah.
You have no utility outside of the damage output on something you cannot really protect.
Yes.
But like by itself, it doesn't protect. It like falls to a paper cut.
Yes, that's right. That's right. I do agree. So I think, unfortunately, it is going to be okay. Mega Beedrill at least it can be put in some different teams, not just specifically Hill team. But I'm so sorry, Beedrill, you are in the C tier. You can only be used on the Hill team at all.
Yeah, I think it needs way too much support. I think it needs way too much support.
Yes, it
Even with the
needs
boosted
too so
stats, I
much.
think it's
Yeah, that
too
is
much
really
support.
true. Yep. Okay, I do agree. Okay, next up is Bruxish. Okay.
Bruxish.
Okay, wait, why do I have double Drfiblim? Oops. Okay, never mind. Okay, I think you don't know about this, but there's actually a very
I do
nice
not know about it either.
there's a very nice
I
combo
have no
about
idea.
Bruxish and Eevee. So yeah, I will let your mind wander. Okay, just for saying, Bruxish and Eevee has a very nice combo, and it belongs to the S tier because of these two combo. It is very niche, yes. However, this combo is really broken, but not too broken because it can be stopped. So yeah. So how it goes is that if you didn't know about it, Trick Room for doubles is at a disadvantage because of all those like typhlosion, Arcanine, Mega Haxourus. You can one shot Trick Roomers. So that's the reason why Trick Room
Yeah.
is pretty bad right now. And especially Twisted Dimension is banned in Showdown. So I'm not so sure about version 2.5. Hopefully they unban it, but oh well. So here's a strategy. Bruxish. Okay.
Yeah, with Bruxish, you block priority.
Okay, it's
From
not just that.
anything. If you run Dazzling.
Yeah, it's not just that. But yes, this combo relies on Bruxish and a skill swap Pokemon. So the main idea of Bruxish is because of on the prowl, it has +1 priority for the first turn, but the main purpose is all negative priority becomes 0. So meaning Trick Room will become a 0 priority. It's doing a neutral
Oh my
Trick
god,
Room.
you're right.
And not just that,
You're right. Trick Room becomes a 0 priority move.
yes. And not just that, Eevee has, okay, it's a bit broken because you can de-evolve and evolve again. It has Prankster. And Skill Swap, I took Skill Swap from Espeon. So basically, I
So you
give,
evolve and you have Prankster skill swap.
yes, Prankster Skill Swap into my own Bruxish. And because Bruxish have Dazzling, I'm immune to priority, and this is a free Trick Room. A priority attack, priority Trick Room. So yeah, so on that very first turn is a free Trick Room. The only downside is that you need to have a safe swap into your own slow mon to do all out damage attacker over there. That's the only thing. But yeah, I finally come up with this strategy to set up a Trick Room for it. So yeah. And I cannot think of any ways to prevent it. Like if I were the opponent facing these two Pokemon, I have no idea how to counter this Trick Room. So yeah.
Is that true? Bloom.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that's the reason why I put it in S tier. Okay, I already talked about Fearow. I have no idea why Fearow and
Why do you
Drfiblim.
have 2 Fearows?
Yeah, I think I might have accidentally put in Fearow and Drfiblim. So yeah. Yeah, I put Fearow at the A tier is because of Gale Wing Ambush. Ambush is always crit on the very first turn, so it's very similar to Arcanine. And Gale Wing is a priority attack, so it's like a free choice band dual beam beat. So that's why I put in the A tier. And it can be put in different teams with it. Drifbloom is because he has Unburden. So you can have a dual role as a carry or as a support where you can hold Psychic Seed, Psychic Terrain, or if not, a Witness Policy boost. That could be an option. So basically the rule is you can have access to Tailwind. So it's like Unburden Tailwind with, let's say, a Mega Alakazam. So that's the reason why I put in the S tier for Drifbloom. Or
Yeah,
in fact,
it's a classic number.
yeah, it's a classic for VGC.
Basically.
Okay.
It's kind of the usual.
Yeah, it's the
stuff
usual.
You've also seen in VGC.
Yeah, it can also be seen. Oops. Okay,
Yeah,
Gyaradeath. I've put it up in my video. Gyaradeath. Okay, Gyaradeath. What do you think? I only for some reason I don't know why I put my image on Gyaradeath X only and not Y. Yeah, I think Gyaradeath X is pretty good because of funeral power. As long as it's not a ghost or a dark type, it will take 25% damage, and that is a pretty good under a fog weather if you really want to use it. And its stat is, yeah, is crazy for as a physical attacker. So I think because of this, it could be an A tier.
A friend of mine tried to convince me to go to the EUIC. I said, thanks.
Okay, so yes, yep, we have, so this is the second part of the video. For some reason we have gone off topic, so yeah, and we didn't manage to talk about the tier list ever again on that day. So yeah, this is a new day. It's just all about myself, but I will also share. I'll also put it up in the same, like it's a continuation from yesterday. So and I want to talk more about some mons that is really important and it's gonna be a lot of help and it may be part of your team. It could be an important part of your team. So yes. So yeah, before I go into that, yeah, I haven't talked finished about Gyaradeath. So yeah. So for Mega Gyaradeath, it's actually pretty good because of funeral power because it can be used in any team or any terrain. That is because of funeral power. It's a very good attack stats, and what funeral power does is that it will take non-ghost and dark type, it will take 25% damage every turn. So in 4 turns, the opponent will be dead. And if you have managed to set up with a shadow tag ability, yes, that could also be an option for it. Yeah, and because of this, even without a shadow tag, at a 75% damage, I'm pretty sure Gyaradeath Mega X can just kill the opponent from there once you protect. So at the same time, it can also be used under the fog where it can gain a speed boost, and that is pretty good. And not just that, Gyaradeath has a normal Gyaradeath before you Mega. You can gain a higher stats by +1 on entry in fog, meaning you have options to up your attack or your speed, depending on on which stats you want to boost. So yeah, with attack boost, it can just one-shot mons. Or if you want up your speed, you can just outspeed more mons. And yes, it can also works well under a Tailwind user. So and that's the reason why Gyaradeath Mega X is a pretty good option with uh Drfiblim, so that you can set up with a low visibility to allow your stats boost from your Gyaradeath. Just that Gyaradeath alone, it needs to be up. It needs to be relying on the fog if you want to use the greater spirit combo. But otherwise it can also be used as a semi-support with just to lower the enemy's special attack. So that could also be of use. So yeah. So that's why I put Gyaradeath on the B tier. In fact, I think I will place it on par with Hisuian Typhlosion because at least he has some users. It can do a greater amount of damage than Hisuian Typhlosion. But if you're gonna use a Mega Typhlosion, a Mega Gyaradeath, it can act on its own and it can be work well in different teams. So because of that, Mega Gyaradeath has more options. And yes, I also want to change things up for some Pokemon. I feel that Unburdened Pokemon has so much potential, and therefore I would like to be on par or slightly more better than Rilaboom because it can just be used in so many teams and in many terrains. So that's the reason why, and I feel that for Bayleaf and Meganium, you really need to rely on grassy terrain, but it can also be used on different terrains. Hence, I feel that it's a bit lower than Indeedee. And Indeedee is definitely way much more potential because of the hospitality combo. and I don't want to be weaker than Smeargle. So yeah, so that will be my revamp of the just the position out of it. So yeah. And yes, okay, and also have added more Pokemon, as I mentioned, as I feel that more Pokemons, these few more Pokemon is gonna be more overpowered. So hear me out. So Maushold is pretty good. It's just a standard set for it's just a standard Maushold in back in VGC because of Vanguard, and it has Follow Me. It does have Follow Me, right? Yeah, it has Follow Me. So Follow Me beat up combo, just a standard set. Pretty good, and it has a population bomb. Just to take note, it has revamped the population bomb. You need to use loaded dice instead of white lands. So yep, just to take note of it. So other than that, is this Maushold is just act as a typical Maushold set. So because of this, it can just be used in so many teams. It can be used as a Fang Guarder, as a support, or it can be used as a carry. Hence, it is on par with Tornadus. So yeah. And you can follow me Vanguard. So that's the reason why of it. Next up is Wigglytuff. I have already mentioned about if you haven't watched my videos about Wigglytuff, do watch it out. I'm not so sure about normal Wigglytuff though. But for Mega Wigglytuff, it's pretty good because of tipping point. It's bad because it's pretty low, and as I've mentioned before, Trick Room is not as good. It's pretty hard to set up Trick Room, so that's why it's a pretty good combo with Eevee and Bruxish. So then you can have a safe swap into a Mega Wigglytuff, and yeah, Mega Wigglytuff is pretty bulky except for its defense, and it has a pretty good combo with Fearow. So not just that, but then again, it can work without Fearow too or any other Pokemon. So you can just Mega Wigglytuff can just act on its own. So and it's a very good special attack, and with Hyper Voice Immolate, it's just gonna wreak havoc. So yeah. So in my own opinion, Mega Wigglytuff, it can be in many teams. It can be in a Sun team, Rain team. No, except Rain team, Sun team, Sand team. In fact, even in a Fog team, just that you just take note of your stat lowered. So yeah. In other words, I feel that it could be as high as a Gyaradeath, Mega Gyaradeath. So yeah, but a low tier because of its speed stats. So that's my own opinion. But for Wigglytuff alone, I'm not so sure. Do let me know in the comments below because its move pool is pretty not that bad and also not that good. It doesn't have Flamethrower at this point of time, but it has Thunderbolt and Icy Wind and Hyper Voice. It has a good special attacker, but its defense is pretty poor, and because it can't evolve, so yeah, it's not Mega. It can only Mega, it can't evolve, so you can't hold if you like, but you can hold. There's option for Tactical Vest and Assault Vest for it. So yeah. Otherwise, I think it might be at a lower spot and it needs to heavily rely on Trick Room, in my own opinion. Yeah, as a supporting side, I guess it can only be used for like a helping hand and a screen user. Knock off maybe, yawn your way up. But because of its competitive and Magic Guard, yeah, I think it's just better for it to be a special attacker rather than a support. So if that's the case, it might be pretty niche as you need to rely on treatment for it because you don't really want to tank a damage. It may have a good HP, but its special defense is only 80 and defense is 45. So because of that, I think it's pretty bad, and I think it's just on par with just below TC1 typhlosion for it. So yeah. Oh yes, I feel Mega Beedrill is way better than Whimsicott. And maybe way better than Wigglytuff too. Yeah, maybe Wigglytuff is just slightly lower than Beedrill because at least this Elite Redux Beedrill has option to just one-shot mons. So yeah. Okay, next up is Among Us and Fungus. Easily A tier. it could be better than Murkrow because of Rage Powder. Actually, let me think. Okay, because my Mycelium might the status move will ignore immunity, but it will always go last, so that could be an option. However, it may be pretty good because if this Among Us is not under a trick room, then yes, Spore will be beneficial. Okay, so yeah, maybe because of that, I think I might want to put Among Us in the S tier. Yeah, because you can Spore into a grass type now, so that it will be pretty good. Yes. The only downside is that if it's under a trick room, you are not able to use Mycelium, but there's option for just Infiltrator and Adaptability, so that's pretty good. But then you just don't really need to rely on Adaptability in my own opinion. Because my set will be just be Spore, Rage Powder, Foul Play, and Clear Smart. So yeah, it doesn't have Pollen Puff anymore, so that is a slight nerf, but I don't think it's going to be that the nerf is that bad. So yeah, so I think Foul Play is a lot better, or if not, you can use a Gigandrain or not and Clear Smart. But Fungus is going to be way better and high up into a tier, and I want it to be better than Smeargle. And the reason why is because that Fungus is exactly the same as Among Us. In fact, it's better because its speed tier is 15. Meaning, if you look at the speed tie, the only threatening mon is Taka, being at a base speed of 7. And the next mon that there's no threat is already at a 20 base speed, which is like Mega, Steelix, Ferocious, Slow King Mega, is all at a base speed of 20. But for Fungus, it's at 15. So this means that if the opponent has set up a trick room, you can have a Fungus to just Spore against all those threats. So that's the reason why Fungus is a way better mon than Among Us. I think Among Us is better. Is a better form of like somewhere around Maushold, but Fungus is way better than Among Us because of that speed tie, or because of that base speed. Because you can just shut down a lot of mons, all except Taka. But then again, what can Taka do against Among Us? So yes, and at the same time, Among Us and Fungus, I believe Fungus has more defense than Among Us. So let's see if they are under the same stats. 252, defense is 168 with the same EV spread and nature. Fungus has 342 speed, has 342 HP. Among Us has about 80 difference of base HP. But if you look at the defense, Fungus has 184, but if you use a calculator, 184 times 1.5 is 276. It's basically the same as Among Us. And likewise, if it's 168 times 1.5 because of Evil Light, yeah, it has a higher special defense. The downside is that you need to hold Evil Light, and Among Us can hold Rocket Helmet or Stitches Berry and Leftover. That's the only downside of it. But Fungus has Regenerator. So, yeah, we can just swap in and swap out with Fungus. So, in my own opinion, Fungus is better than Among Us. I'm not so sure about you. Just let me know in the comments below whether you agree or disagree with me. So yeah. So next up is Toko. Easily S tier. The only downside is that you need to set up a trick room. So okay, maybe because of that I might want to put it into A tier because it's very hard to set up a trick room unless the dev has managed to easily set up a trick room or like to nerf or buff North Wind and Twisted Dimension. Otherwise, Torkoal is going to be a hard-hitting one. As long as you have Trick Room, Torkoal is a must to have it. Or it's a good consideration to have under a Trick Room. So yeah, because you can just work well alone with Torkoal. Torkoal can just work well alone. As long as there's a Trick Room, Torkoal can come in and work well. That's what I meant. Okay, next up is these three mons with Katana, Gallade, and Cobalion. Because I was trying, this is the three more that I just added up into a list, and I want to make full use of it because, other than Mega Haxourus, which has a sweeping edge, and other than a typhlosion, which can do a double target attack, these three mons doesn't need a Mega, and it can act on its own and do a double target attack because it has both keen edge and sweeping edge. And yeah, I just use based on the speed stats by stronger. So Katana is a very high physical attacker and a very high speed. And with sweeping edge, it can always hit the opponent, and Excalibur just do a good amount of damage into them. Into the opponent. It can almost one-shot a Lugia. So yes, almost. So yeah. And yeah, Katana is just one of the Ultra Beast mon. Iron Crown too. Did I put Iron Crown? No. Okay, sorry, got it. Yeah, Iron Crown too, but I didn't mention about it because it's more of a special attacker and I need a physical attacker. So yeah, Katana, Cobalion, and Gallade is like the next sweeping edge Pokemon that can do a good amount of damage. Gallade is pretty good because it can use a Psycho card with sweeping edge under a Psychic Terrain that could boost amount of damage. And with base 1-5 attack, that's pretty good. And at the same time, Gallade has White Guard, if I'm not wrong. Let's see if he has White Guard. No, okay, I'm sorry. It doesn't have White Guard anymore. Okay, does he have Trick Room? Okay, at least he has Trick Room, so that means he can use as a semi-support over here. So yeah, there's options for Gallade to have a multiple role. And next up is Cobalion. Cobalion is pretty broken, even though he has base 90 attack, but he has a pretty good defense. So you can have options to have a Life Orb or have an Assault Vest with Cobalion, and yet you can use with Sweeping Edge, Keen Edge, and with Steelwalker. It's just gonna boost your Excalibur damage output. In fact, Cobalion do more damage than Mega Haxourus. Yes, it actually do more damage because of this Steelwalker. So that's one to take note. And yeah, if you're using a choice band, it just do more damage. If you're using a Life Orb, it will do more damage for it, or do as much damage as possible with Haxourus Mega. So that's pretty good. So that's why Cobalion is going to be high up in the S tier, on par with slightly, maybe, yeah, on par. I think it may be better than Haxourus Mega because you don't need to waste a Mega Stone out of it. Then Katana and Gallade may just be a one tier lower, or also in S tier, but I can foresee that it's going to be used up in a lot of mons over here. So maybe on par or maybe slightly better than Alakazam. And for Gallade wise, it's because it can be used as an attacker or a support. So I think it's slightly better than Mega Alakazam. So yeah, Katana. I feel Katana is better than Mega Alakazam. Mega Alakazam is mostly just to use E-Force all the way and to set up a Psychic Terrain, but Katana can just do so much damage. Alakazam is just because it can have a stab, Mystic Power, because of Mystic Power ability, all move will become stab. So yeah. But other than that, I think Katana will just is a good all-out damage amount. And last but not least, Iron Exo is just basically very similar to Katana. The only problem is that it has pretty low speed, but because of a priority attacker, it's something like a typhlosion. The good thing is that it does not necessarily be used as a choice specs user, but there's option for it. So let me show you what does Iron Exo does. So yeah, Iron Exo has a pretty low speed, but because he has Volt Rush, he has a priority attacker, and it can have artillery. So that means artillery, it will always hit move and it can hit a double target. So that means this is a free Zap Cannon all the way. So yeah, unfortunately it doesn't have Mega Launcher, but other than that, this is just basically like a guaranteed trait over here. So if you're having a choice specs, yes, it can work exactly like Typhlosion, but Typhlosion, because of Eruption do more damage than Zap Cannon. So Iron Exo is maybe one of the S tier mons because of making full use of that priority attack with Zap Cannon to guarantee a paralyze. And at the same time, it has a very good special attack, so it can do a great amount of damage. So that's the reason why. So yeah, I guess that's about it for my tier list. It comes to an end of my tier list. Yep, this is a pretty long video. So let me know in the comments below whether you agree or disagree with my tier list. This is basically based on all of my own opinion, and for the past 1 hour and 40 minutes, I believe. Yep, I have also discussed it with other audience and viewers in the Discord channel. So yep, I will put all the resources down if you want to play the game. Yep, I will put them down in the description below. But yep, I guess that's about it. Moving forward, it will not be a long video, but rather once I featured some mons in that team, and then on that, at the end of the week, I will then give my tier list, my own opinion about where I should put in my own tier list at the end of the week. So yeah, on Monday it will be the team builder of the featured mon, and on the Friday it will be the tier list of that featured mon. So that will be the plan. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Let me know in the comments below whether you agree or disagree once again. Until then, I will see you in the next video. See you then. Bye.